In this module, we're going to set up our development environment. Now bear in mind, this was recorded when Xcode 8 was still in beta. So these instructions may change a little, but not a lot. If they do change a lot, then I will change these lectures. Now, in this section, we're going to install our development environment. And Apple make this very easy for us. They just ask us to install Xcode 8. Xcode 8 includes Swift 3 as the default language and should include iOS 10 simulators as the default. Now, if none of this works and anything goes wrong, then simply drop me a question or post something on the Apple developer forums. Chances are high that I can help you out, or someone else on the course has had the same problem as you, and they will also try to help you out. Swift 3 is Apple's shiny new language for creating apps on all their devices. As you might guess, it's now in its third iteration. And before that, we had Swift 2, just plain old Swift, and Objective-C way back at the beginning. Now, Objective-C code isn't compatible with Swift code. There are ways you can use Objective-C libraries and code inside of a Swift project, that's fine, but you can't mix and match the two code types. To a certain extent, the same is true between Swift 1, 2, and 3. Things changed between versions, and every time you upgraded to a new Swift language, you had to change all of those references that changed inside of your code, which was a bit annoying, but worth it to get a more mature language in Swift 3. Apple have said, or the Swift organization that takes care of the language, have said that version 3 is the last time they're going to have any breaking changes. So your code from this point on should be fine with future versions of Swift, like Swift 4, 5, however far they're going to go. Okay. All that means is you now have stability in your code, which is a very good thing because you don't want to come back and have to change a whole bunch of lines of code. All of that is great news because it means everything you're about to learn isn't going to change. In this section, I'm going to teach you the Swift language and its basics. Those basics include variables, loops, arrays, functions, classes, objects, operators, and inheritance. Of course, there is a lot more to Swift 3, but these basic items will see you through most situations and help to give you a clue when you come across various other concepts that you don't know a lot about. So by the time we're done here, you're going to have a really good understanding of the Swift language, and you're going to have all of the tools that you need to make your apps.